And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here are the five for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Vucevic in at the center. And for Portland, the perimeter pairing will be Simons next to Avdia. Andre Ayton out there with Jabari Walker. And it's Henderson in at the one. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
And Walker throws it down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Robinson finds Barrett. Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, you've got to be shot ready in catch-and-shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
Stolen by Quickly. Now Vucevic. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And Barnes sends it back. Here's Robinson. Makes it off the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Henderson against Quickly. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Outside Robinson. Pass to Barrett. Back to Robinson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
And it's Avdia off the drive. And that one's good, Ayton.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Barnes finds Barrett. It's over Avdia. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
And yes, it's good. Ayton's got his second bucket.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
How about the vertical? Emmanuel Quickly is showing you right there. That is tough.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Henderson. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Here's Robinson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Since Simons entered the league as a teenager, he's done a great job working on that strength.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Now, here's Barrett. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Well, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
Here's Ayton. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And that one's good by Henderson.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Just 5 on the clock, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, the up fake by DeAndre Ayton gets the defender committed. That is nicely done.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw drops for Ayton. No good on the second free throw. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Looking now at some numbers for Scotty Barnes.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Henderson. Portland again missing.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And that one's good. Barnes.
I think this is a key aspect moving forward for Scotty Barnes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
Here's Henderson. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop. Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
That evens the score. Simons has got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the paint. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer. Great size, great touch.
The pass to Ayton. Takes a 3. Vucevic with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simons surveying the D. Walker in the post. Vucevic on him. Count that bucket. 9 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Henderson against Robinson. Henderson, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Stolen by Henderson. And they're moving it up. Goes up. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
Excellent instincts on the defensive end. Henderson has a feel for when to attack the ball.
The shot's good from quickly.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Here's Henderson driving in, and Henderson throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Robinson misses.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And they pick up 2.
Well, close range looks highly coveted. Avdia is all about it.
Quickly up top, Henderson defending, Barnes. And again, it's Toronto converting.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively.
Oh!
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Klingon, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Grant comes in for Walker. Hayden Sharp's checked in for Avdia. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Scoot Henderson. Grant on the wing. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Toronto trailing. Here's Walter. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. A tough loss going against New York in their last game play.
A long and tiring game, made worse obviously by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
To the middle, here's Klingon. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
To the inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Simons finds Sharp. Here's Grant. Here's Klingon. Defended by Pirtle. From the left block. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
And the shot's good from Boucher.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Pass to Klingon. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Walter. Here's Pirtle. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here's Sharp. No scoring in this one.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
Here's Walter. Reverses. And Pirtle lays it up and in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Down low, here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
Passes it to Boucher. Over to the left wing. Pass to Abaji. Three-pointer. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He doesn't need a lot of daylight. Stretches the defense night in and night out.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Banton. Count it.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Payne, covered by Simon. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Here goes on Donovan Klingon. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Portland. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Toronto. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Here's Sharp. Hasn't made one yet. For 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Pass to Klingon. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Banton. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Toronto's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Payne. They grab their own miss. There's the pass to Fernando. Here's Walter. Trains the three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Manton, the pass to Sharp. Here's Banton. Payne covering. Will it go? Here's Grant. Passes it to Banton. Pass to Thibault. That's tipped.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Walter. Off target from outside. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
44.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Raptors leading by 5. They've got Ayton. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Henderson. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Walker in at the power forward. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons. Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready. Quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
That one drops for him. Barnes has got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Quickly against Henderson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Here's Robinson. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Assist goes to
Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. Henderson against Quickly. Takes it from 10. Here's Walker. And Barnes sends it back.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from 8. Robinson kicks to Pirtle. Pass to Quickly. The 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And there's the pass to Ayton. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Guys, I like how assertive DeAndre Ayton is looking right now. This is allowing him to stay hot out there.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. Stolen by Henderson. And oh, here we go with Henderson. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And it goes down 2 points. Robinson's got 10.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Henderson passes to Thibault. And here's Henderson. Ayton up top. Henderson outside. Off target with his three.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Barnes dishes to Barrett. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
3 points.
Barnes has got his fourth assist in this one. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Vucevic checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Raptors leading by 12. Here's Barrett. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, one thing you love about R.J. Barrett is he is a scorer at heart. This guy will hunt shots. He's going to be aggressive. And when he gets on a roll, look out, guys.
The Raptors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And so Barrett nails both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Simons, the pass to Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you, for a center, the big man has got excellent touch at the free throw line.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The first free throw is good. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Tries it from 9. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 10 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. They're the last dynasty we'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. I guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be on to something, David. Thank you.
Always a ton of activity, lots of energy with quickly. This guy's so tough to cover.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Emmanuel quickly. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Quickly. And Quickly drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
To the middle. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Ayton.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Washington Wizards. Then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. Ayton kicks to Henderson. Back to Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Vucevic.
This guy is such an intelligent basketball player who understands how to read defenses and make them react. Go to work, DeAndre Ayton.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Trailblazers trail by 7 to the paint. Here's Henderson. That's good. It's his 7th paint basket in 14 tries.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Henderson. Henderson with another miss.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Henderson against Quickly. Henderson passes to Ayton. Avdia trying to break free.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
Here's Barrett. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. And another 3 for Portland.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Quickly looking it over. Shoots over Henderson, and the Raptors tag on 2 more.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Henderson with it. 14 points for him. 3-pointer, Simon. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Robinson with it. Now Henderson defending. Here's Barnes. Yep, that one goes in there. And now it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the team, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Clingan, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Jeremy Grant comes in for Walker. And it's Sharp in for Scoot Henderson.
Oh, Grant comes flying in with so much force.
At the elbow, Vucevic. Here's Payne. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Payne's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Here's Quickly. There's the feed to Vucevic. Can't cash in from close range. Trailblazers trail by 10. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Clingan is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match, the capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
Here's Simon. Toronto grabs the miss. Led by as many as 14 points.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Boucher kicks to Payne. Shoots over Grant. Raptors get it back. Boucher passes to Vucevic. This one for 3. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Shots good by Boucher.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Down low. Here's...
Well, Jeremy Grant doing work at the rim. Don't give him any space, boy. This guy can get up.
Now, here's Quickly. 26 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz. Payne can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Grant kicks to Avdia. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Vucevic. Knocks down the 3-ball. Vucevic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, once a non-existent part of his game, right? Vucevic now is a threat from 3. You have to honor that shot.
At the tip. Grant on the follow.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Payne.
2 minutes.
And again, Toronto with the triple.
2 minutes.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Passes it to Avdia. Back to Simons. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Here's Payne. Stolen by Grant. And now a fast break. Grant with the ball. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Simon. Toronto shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Payne's shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Klingon, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Klingon's got 8 points.
I love how hard Klingon works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation.
Toronto calls timeout.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
For the Trailblazers, Matisse Thybulles checked in for Avdia, and Delano Banton's subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Raptors leading by 12. Now, quickly, he's got 16. Pass to Abaji. Here's Shed. Shoots. Nice jump shot. Good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Grant outside. Grant on the follow. Grant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Sharp, the pass to Grant. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Now, this guy is a high percentage shooter from this particular area. Because he can elevate off the floor, it's nice and efficient.
Here's Shed. And it's quickly in the corner. Over Sharp. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Toronto going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what got you guys going in the first half?
It was just playing aggressive and trying to be a present in there. Everybody, not just me, but all the guys. And that's all we need to do, you know. When we start the game off right, then we can build a pretty nice lead like tonight we did.
Obviously, it's how you finish, not how you start. Thanks, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even.
And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. An excellent second quarter from these guys, and they lead by 10 at the half.
And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players. Everyone working in unison. Love to watch this brand of basketball. We've got a whole nother half to go. So excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
Well, don't get me started with their perimeter. They're standing around flat, not closing down on shooters quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Raptors leading by 10. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Abaji in at the 5, down low. And the dunk by Grant.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
And that one's good, Barnes. And that's 12 points for Scotty Barnes.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Jabari Walker's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Vucevic, he's checked in for Toronto. Abdi on the wing. Henderson against Quickly. 6 to shoot. Shoots it up. Henderson, no good. Raptors shooting a superb 63% from the field. Barnes finds Quickly. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Vucevic with the bucket. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Down by 12.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's Simons. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Ready inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Raptors leading by 8. Here's Robinson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Simons.
First team foul.
Raptors, I think, yeah, missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Duncan Robinson taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
They throw good. Robinson. Robinson hits them both. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Simons against Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And And Simons drops them both. Toronto leading by 8. Here's Barnes. Banked in off the glass. Barnes has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes in his element. He's so confident in the paint.
Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
And here is Quickly. He's got 16. Toronto working the ball around now. And it's Vucevic missing. Deflects the pass. Trailblazers trail by 10. Abdi on the wing. He feeds it to Walker. From the stripe. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Ayton with it. Picked up by Barrett. Henderson inside the three-point line. Offensive rebound. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
To the inside. And Vucevic kicks to Quickly. And here's Barnes for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got 7 now in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Henderson.
With the assist.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Over Henderson, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
That's the handles of Emmanuel Quickly on display. This guy is so good with the ball in his hands.
Henderson against Quickly. That's a 2 from Simons. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Scotty Barnes.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Henderson finds Simons. From deep, it's good from long range. Simons has got 19 points.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And the Raptors call time here.
And team strategy closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Vucevic. Walter comes in for Robinson. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Quickly. Payne can't hit. Trailblazers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Simons, the pass to Walker. Henderson looking it over. 3-pointer, Simons. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Henderson, bounce pass, and Ayton throws it down.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Here's Walter. Goes up from the top of the key. Barnes can't get it to go.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And they'll keep possession. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Walker.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
This guy is such a phenomenal scorer. Scotty Barnes feeling very good right now.
Trailblazers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Back to Henderson. The tray. The putback. Here's Ayton. And finally they hit one. Ayton's got 8 here in the quarter.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Walter, good.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. Now a timeout called by Portland. You look at Scotty Barnes, what a contribution.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
For Portland. Jeremy Grant is checked in for Jabari Walker. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Avdia. Aiden Sharp's checked in for Anthony Simon. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Scoot Henderson. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Team foul.
Pass to Sharp. Now the pass to Thybulle. Shot clock at 5. Here's Banton, defended by Pirtle. Shots good by Banton. Banton's got 5.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Payne. They get the rebound. Here's Walter. From the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
3.
Barnes has got 6 assists now in the game.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
Grant down low. Covered by Barnes. No good from Grant. Payne kicks to Pirtle. Out to Payne. Barnes against Grant. It's good. And it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Pass to Thybulle. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. No good from Grant. Raptors leading by 12. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
Here's Banton. He has 5. Here's Thybulle. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Payne passes to Barnes. Here's Walter. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Thybulle with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Going inside. Here's Grant. Kicks it to Ayton. And another shot. The shot will not fall.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Now, here's Sharp. He's covered closely. Here's Grant. Rebound by the Raptors. Walter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fernando. Here's Barnes. Pass to Walter. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walter's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
2 minutes.
Pass to Sharp. To end the cold streak.
Raptors
With this pause in the action, we'll show you the NBA's highest scoring teams since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Raptors.
And as we get to the stretch run of this season, it seems their offense has improved. I mean, they're really getting comfortable with one another, and their production has also increased.
The free throw drops for Sharp. The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level, meaning he can guard the opponent's best player, but he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all.
Raptors leading by 22. To the middle, here's Barnes. And the basket is good. Barnes has got 26 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Banton. Payne covering. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Wasted no time on that one. Abaji's got 5 points so far.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Banton. Payne covering. Here's Grant. And off the front iron, and in it goes. He's got 18.
Well, Grant has put in a ton of work in the mid-range, and you can see the results right there.
Barnes outside. Pass to Walter. Right wing. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by Thibault. Picked him clean. Here's Abaji. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Toronto, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Abaji, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And the Raptors with some changes. Chris Boucher's checked in for Barnes. Robinson is subbed in for Walter. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Banton. 5 points in the game. Feeds it to Grant. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. They recover it. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Toronto ahead, running away with this one. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Shaden Sharp is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Walker. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Banton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trail Blazers. Outside, Walker. 4 on the clock. Tries yet again. He lays it in. Raptors got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trail Blazers. Raptors leading by 22. Robinson for 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Boucher, and it's good for 2.
And for Boucher, to me, it's about taking his time inside. When he does that, he's very effective.
Henderson outside. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another. It matters.
Ochai Agbaji taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So both teams changing it up here. And he makes both free throws. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Graham, the pass to Henderson. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. They get it again. Yep, it counts. 10 points for Donovan Clingan.
Look, Clingan isn't just tall. He's also got some meat on him. That comes in handy against the physical defense.
Here's Temple. That 3 off the mark. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Agbaji. Portland grabs the miss. Murray with it. Pass to Clingan. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Vucevic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Walter, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Walter.
Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Henderson outside. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night. You leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
And for Portland, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Here's Clingan. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Back to Boucher. Here's Agbaji. Off target from the wing. The Trailblazers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Here's Murray. Walter pulls it in. Walter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, here's Shed. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
The Blazers on offense. Pass to Clingan. Knocks it loose. Boucher with the steal. Temple the pass to Abaji. Fires from deep. And he's good on the three ball.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
It's good.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Fade away. Toronto grabs the miss. Walter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Shed. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Graham in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Walter. Sinks the triple. Walter's got 16 here in the second half.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And the Raptors making a change here. Fernando's checked in. Shed, that's good.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Now here's Henderson. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And a wide-open look for Walker. Walter pulls it in. Walter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Shed. From downtown, Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got his first 3 points of the game.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Henderson, no good. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 20-6 run. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Avdia dishes to Walker. And there's the feed to Ayton. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Out to the right wing. Temple finds Boucher. Here's Walter. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
It's blocked, and they get it back. Temple gets the bucket.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
Here's Ayton. Sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Ayton's got 31.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Shed, that's good.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Henderson passes to Ayton. He kicks it to Avdia. Outside, Simon. The putback. It's good on the putback.
What a motor by DeAndre Ayton. Great job on the second chance putback.
Temple Walker with the rebound. Portland has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Henderson passes to Simons. Ayton at the elbow. Outside, Avdia. Keeps it alive. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Here's Shen. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And the Trailblazers shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. And the Raptors with possession. Pass to Walter. Some solid defense from Ayton. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Looking to get back on track here. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. A different look now for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Avdia. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Scoot Henderson. The Raptors also with a sub. Payne's checked in. Hits the three-point bomb. Simons has got 22.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
2 minutes.
Here's Banton. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Raptors foul. Chris Boucher. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Portland, Walker. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Walker. And the Raptors making a change here. Abaji's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Boucher. And that one, good.
Undrafted out of college, but Chris Boucher has fought and earned his spot in the NBA, and he gets a tough 2 there.
And it's Walker, top of the key. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Walker's gone 4 of 11 tonight. Here's Fernando. Benton with the rebound. Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Barnes.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Here's Walter. Here's Boucher. And again, no good by Toronto. Now Simons. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.